On December 10th, 2022, Daniel Larson would be at a hotel and would begin posting on his community tab, saying things such as he lost his care services, that he was now in financial trouble, and more. It is speculated that this was in response to Daniel being kicked out of the motel he was staying at due to destruction of property, such as microwaves, windows, and other property. And Daniel's motel information was leaked, leading to trolls calling the motel and complaining about Daniel, to which the motel responded by sending the manager to talk to Daniel about it. Daniel would then claim to have received calls from the motel stating that if Daniel attempted to come back, they would kill him with firearms. This was obviously from trolls. However, Daniel took this as face value, believing everything. In his distraught state, Daniel would then go to a vehicle belonging to Bob Proctor, Daniel's guardian. Daniel would proceed to go live on TikTok following a brief YouTube live stream. The live would consist of Daniel crying and repeatedly yelling, "The motel planned to kill me." Daniel can be seen holding a bloody napkin, the result of a nosebleed. Throughout the video, Daniel keeps asking Bob for help, who repeatedly told Daniel to get out of his car. Daniel would then proceed to start punching himself in the face while accusing Bob of hitting him and breaking his arm. Bob would respond angrily, claiming that Daniel was the one who beat him. After this, Bob threatened to call the police. Daniel responds by hitting Bob. After being assaulted, Bob would then proceed to call the police, during which Daniel would yell to the operator that they have a gun, most likely referring to either Bob or the motel. Daniel would proceed to get banned on his TikTok account, which had this incident. However, he would go live in an ambulance on YouTube. He would tell the EMT that the motel called him and threatened him with the gun. Hours later, Daniel would post on community post that Bob was going to put his music career on hold for a few weeks. He also said that Bob bought him a plane ticket to California. This would immediately be confirmed by a picture of him at the Colorado Springs airport, as well as a picture of him going into airport security. Daniel was then flown to Los Angeles on a Southwest flight. It is speculated that Daniel was sent to Los Angeles due to the 5150 law in California, which allows an individual to be placed in a psychiatric facility if they are a danger to themselves or others. This would have applied to Daniel as he had assaulted Bob. However, nothing ever came of this. Bob Proctor would also not press charges against Daniel for this incident. This was considered by many in the community to be the most significant Daniel incident in 2022 and possibly in the entire lore. This ended up being extremely controversial as he physically attacked Bob for no reason, leading many to be furious at Daniel, saying that this is the most obvious example yet of his gaslighting. Many had also stated that this is a prime example of his mental illness and delusion, as clearly the motel was not actually threatening him and it was instead trolls. This meltdown was also a clear example of Daniel's poor processing of emotions, which could be from his autism or a different mental illness he exhibits.